Starfruit, this crunchy yet acidically sweet fruit, has all the makings of an A-list treat. Yet with hundreds of years of cultivation and world trade, this golden star is virtually unknown, except for places like Indonesia and the Caribbean.
Well, when we were together, oh, he's just a rush. Hints of plum and kiwis. I highly recommend.
Why does a fruit with such potential resign to hiding in the shadows of pineapples and grapefruits? Is this the decision of a shy fruit? Or does Starfruit have something to hide? Let's find out on Behind the Peel. We now know him as Starfruit, or some even call him Five Finger, but he was born Avaroa Carambola in Sri Lanka and the Maluku Islands.
He was a quiet kid, very well-mannered, but at the same time, he was always up to something.
He's been compared to everyone from apples to cucumbers, but his biggest influences have always been pineapples, plums, and even lemons.
Well, to put it simply, he's a man of many talents and interests.
Starfruit first gained recognition in Asia and Indonesia. In the 1700s, he received critical acclaim for his work in wine and Burmese pickled tea. Life was good. It looked like Starfruit was on the road to recognition and might one day be a player in mass-market produce. But behind closed doors, Mr. Five Finger was leading a double life. An identity crisis over flavor would ultimately lead him to a series of violent outbursts, propelled by a deadly secret.
Hey. Sorry, got a thing. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or nothing, but if he were to have some kidney issues, it may not be in your best interest to be hanging around Mr. Fingers so much.
This relatively common neurotoxin was found at high concentrations, specifically in the Starfruit's juices.
Witnesses have placed Mr. Starfruit himself at the scene of unprovoked attacks on people with chronic kidney failure. Victims have been left with a range of ailments including bouts of insomnia, muscle weakness, seizures, and sadly, even death.
Starfruit's bright shining light turned to a dull faded sliver overnight.
Yeah, I was there. It's not a fond memory, but you know, can't say that I hold it against him either. Sometimes you slip up.
To the Starfruit's credit, many other fruits, such as the grapefruit, contain the same neurotoxins.
I have to tell you, he had the best intentions, really. He was trying to be tart and sweet at the same time, but in the end, trying to keep everybody happy, it just proved to be too much.
It hasn't been an easy road, but recently, Starfruit has embraced his diversity. His wide flavor profile is now working to land him roles in some of the top modern culinary treats around.
Oh, Starfruit. I love him. It's not like what should I do with him. I work with him all the time. It's like what can't I do with him? He's perfect. I can put him anywhere.
Starfruit's dilemma has never been whether to taste good or not. It's been about which great flavor to be. Luckily, a recent rise in culinary courage has led to more and more people experimenting with the many sides of Starfruit. With all this considered, Starfruit seems set to take it to a new level. Could he become the next orange? We'll have to wait and see. But at least now we know what's behind the peel.